Hello everyone and welcome to School of Dragons. My name is Silver Willowwing and today we're gonna take a look at something very interesting. A fan favorite dragon just got a Titan form and I know a lot of you guys has been waiting for this Titan, and it is of course the Speed Stinger, the only flightless dragon in School of Dragons so far. So this is really interesting because this guy is truly something special. This is a raptor looking dragon that has really strong legs and very small forelimbs. A lot of people find it interesting because it has such unique abilities compared to some of the other dragons. It doesn't really have that much of an aggressive fire, but it rather uses its tail, which has a stinger on it, to paralyze its prey. And they are social dragons that live in packs and hunt together, and they can pretty much take out an entire village if they put their mind to it. So this guy got a Titan form, and we're just gonna get a quick look at the regular Speed Stinger here and gonna say goodbye to my regular Speed Stinger here. This is Quicksilver and this is the one we're gonna make Titan. And while the Speed Stinger looks pretty amazing just as it is, I am sure the Titan form is gonna be just as impressive. So I just say we jump into it and take a look at the Titan form. So here we have the Titan Speed Stinger, and this guy looks very impressive compared to the regular one we just took a look at. He has way bigger spikes, way bigger teeth, and way bigger overall body, I would say. He does seem slightly larger than the regular Speed Stinger. I think the speed is overall the same. He might be slightly faster, but I can't really tell. I don't really notice any difference there. So I think he has the overall same speed, but he is definitely larger and way more ferocious looking. A lot of people has been hoping that this Titan would be able to run on water, as we have seen in Race to the Edge, the animated series about How to Train Your Dragon, but sadly that is not the case, and the Titan Speed Stinger cannot run or walk on water, which is a bit of a letdown because I know it's something a lot of you has been hoping for and expecting to happen, but it's definitely not happening right now. We can hope that it's something they might add in the future if dragons are going to have unique abilities, and the Speed Stinger could be able to run on watery surfaces. If we take a look at the head at first, it's a very impressive skull this dragon has. It has really big teeth. I almost dare to call them fangs because they're so sharp and so huge all the way around his mouth. A little bit of his gums are showing and the front, and it makes him look kind of ridiculous when you look just directly at him. It looks like he's almost laughing at you with his huge teeth. He has really impressive fins on his head. He has one large fin in the middle and a smaller one on his snout, and then he has these almost tentacle looking spikes. They almost look like grass growing out of him, almost like small antennas. We will see this in some fish, like catfish has these as well, and they look very nice. It gives him an overall more prominent appearance, like this is the Speed Stinger, this is the Titan, here it is, like really capture your view on the head. It looks, the shape is overall similar to the regular one, which is nice to see. He has some heavy eyeliner on compared to the regular state, which looks pretty cool. The eyes are big, so you can really see where he's looking, and he looks absolutely beautiful but ferocious at the same time. I really like the head on this guy, apart from the angle when you look directly at him, it's not very flattering. The huge scales and fins go all the way down his body. We have these two giant fins on his hindquarters, and there's also two of those antenna things sticking out. And the tail has serrated two spikes sticking out. It looks pretty sharp compared to what it was before, so I definitely will not want to be stung by this guy because he is much more dangerous looking than the regular Speed Stinger, and that guy was terrifying enough. His claws, can I call them that? His 2 fingers on each of his forelimbs are a lot bigger and a lot sharper and way more, well, dangerous looking, deadly, dare I say. His claws on his feet are also slightly bigger. And once again, it's a shame with these Titans that you cannot color the belly. His belly remains white no matter what you do, which is a bit of a letdown. I was really hoping that I could color this guy completely black, but I couldn't, so I went with these colors instead because that belly always stays white and it's a bit of it's let down, definitely. He moves very well. The animations are the same as the regular speech thing and they work perfectly with this Titan form. They're very similar, so I would expect them to, and they really do. He's very fast and he looks very impressive with all these fins and way bigger body and the claws going on. So he really works overall. I definitely enjoy this Titan a lot more than some of the other ones. I think they did a really decent job on this Titan, and I can't really find anything I don't like about this guy except for maybe the view on him from the front. He looks really ridiculous with those teeth, but otherwise he is very, very grand. He's like a grand version of the speed stinger with all these details and things coming off him. It's a lot, but it's not too much, so I definitely think that they hit the right amount of thingies sticking out of him on this one compared to the Death Song. So that's nice to see. He still can't fly, and this is probably the closest he's gonna get to flying because he doesn't have any wings, and that's a good thing. It would be kind of breaking the character of the dragon to make it fly, even if because it's just a Titan, you know, so I'm glad that they didn't add that. It's a shame about the water running, but I have hope we might see it in the future. I mean, we shouldn't give up. It could be really amazing. Lastly, let's take a look at his fire or his blast. Instead of the, you know, recognizable green, kind of vomit looking almost thing, it looks like acid, I think is the closest thing. He shoots out this really bright blue almost beam. It's hard to say exactly what it is, but it looks almost like a plasma blast. It looks similar to what Toothless is doing, except it's a bit more bright in the color and it kind of explodes when it hits the surface. It's a very fast blast, and I think it looks really, really impressive, and I would imagine it's something similar to the regular speed stinger, some kind of acid or liquid kind of mixture with gas and such that the Titan speed stinger is shooting out here. So it's really cool that they got a completely different color on the shot to make it unique, so I'm definitely happy about that. I think this is a very decent Titan, and if you're thinking about getting any Titan, I could definitely recommend this guy to you because the Speed Stinger is a very unique and interesting dragon, so it's great to have a Titan form for him as well. But let me know what you think about the Titan down in the comment section, and I will look forward to reading it. Do you like it? Do you hate it? Are you just kind of indifferent to it? Anything you have to say, I am looking forward to seeing it. And thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and hopefully I will see you in the next video. So long, Dragon Riders!